Well, hello guys and welcome once more. In this lesson, we are going to talk about something that is called data type, or the types of data that we may deal with during programming. As you can see, this flowchart represents all the data type that you may face. They are either integers, numbers, fractional numbers, characters, boolean, true or false, or strings, texts, and all of these things. But what we just care about in this lesson are numeric integral data type that are dedicated for numbers. We have here byte, short, int, long, float, and double. The first four are dedicated for integers, and the last two are dedicated for fractional numbers. What if we just want to create a variable of a specific data type? All what we have to do is just to say this int x and then ends with semicolon, and then we can set a value to x by doing this. X is equal to 12. Then we can say, for example, system.out.println and then print x and then semicolon. If we run it, here we got 12. Maybe someone asks me, what's the difference between all of them? And to answer such a thing, we have to look at this. Each data type has a specific size. For example, byte has a size of 1 byte, and it can endure a number from minus 128 to positive 127. Short is a little bigger. That's why it endures at a bigger numbers. Int is a little bigger. Long is the biggest of integers at all. The same thing for both of float and double is even bigger than float. Coming back to NetBeans, here we could create a variable, but we can also set the value for the same integer in the same line like this. Also, we can create more than one variable of the same type like this. We have x is equal to y, and we have x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 34. If we just print x plus y and click run, it gives me 46 as expected. One more thing, we can, for example, say long, for example, age that is equal to 30. And here we can say system.out.println I am, for example, and say age, then say years old, and then run. I am 30 years old. That's how we can attach into our variables into the printing line. And the same thing for float and double. If we just have an example for double and say that is the variable is called variable or var, and then we can set it equal to 12.34 and then semicolon. If we just put var and run again, it's the very same number. One last thing is that float is a little different from them. If we just create a variable of type float, and for example we call it 3r or 2r, and then we say that it's equal to 121 and then point then this number and semicolon, still gives me an error, yet the line is supposed to be correct. But all what we have to do is to just put an F capital at the end of that number this way. If we just put RR here and then run again, it's alright. That's it for this video. If you got a benefit, don't just forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you on the next one.